So welcome everybody. We are in session number 2 out of 3 trial sessions of the class of September 12, 2023. First session we talked about overall kind of big picture of what is that profession about, what is our school about, what we teach, and how things happen. Today's session, I call it First Day at Work. First Day at Work. And specifically, we will talk about what is called user interface testing, or sometimes it's called graphic user interface testing, GUI, G-U-I, user interface testing. First day at work. You remember, software testing is about making sure that the actual software product is up to the requirements. And requirements will be given to you either in a very clear format, or it might be very unclear, okay, depending on many different circumstances. It happens a lot. But your job is to make sure that what you have is what you are supposed to have. And besides specific requirements to that application, let's say it might be, let's say, online store. It might be about banking or insurance or gaming or business or videos. God knows, whatever type of application it is, still there are certain things which are common to all the applications, and that is about how the applications look like. There are certain guidelines about the way they look, and those guidelines are specifically created for web applications. Look at that, web applications. We have a book on web applications here. It might be iOS and Windows and Android. There are many different resources on that stuff. So we will be dealing in today's session with standards for web applications, usability, user interface. We will talk about that stuff. So you come, and that is your first day at work, and they have some application. What the hell is that application? We have it for you. So in today's session, we will use that specific application. It is called Tole. Tole is about some accounting, some bookkeeping, some kind of money stuff. I don't know. It used to be a separate company by itself, but it was purchased by Oracle 10 years ago. It's, you know, some time ago. It was purchased by Oracle, and the page you are looking at was used by Tole, and it is still used by Oracle Group, Tole Group, for interviewing software testers. So what you are looking at on my screen is a picture, kind of web page, but it's more like a picture. It is just one page of that accounting, invoicing, billing application. And we don't know yet how it works. See, first day at work, you do not know much about requirements to that specific application. It might take a couple of days, it might take a couple of weeks, depending on how complicated your application is. It might take sometimes a couple of months to start, better understanding what that application is about. So in our case, we just came, and they are saying, okay, you're going to test Tole. Okay, we are looking at the Tole. And I have no idea what accounting is about. I never touched accounting thing in my life, but I'm going to test it anyway. I have no idea of requirements, but you know what? I have a pretty good idea of how web applications should look like, because I know what is in that book. Where is the book here? It is right here in the resources. Resources. So I know what that book is about. I'm pretty good at that. So we will be looking at that page, and we will be finding bugs on that page. So when you come to an interview, and that is how that page was used. So you come to an interview, they give you that page, or as a printout, just piece of paper with that page, and they say, okay, tell me all the bugs you see on that page. I can tell you guys, I personally know over 40 bugs on that page, or over 40 things I might write a bug report about. Okay? So now, how do you get there? You go to your class page, you go to session 2, and here is the here is the link, that one. Here is the link. So you go there and you get to that page. And I can give you the direct link as well. I go to your Skype window and give you the direct link here. And in your informal and in your final, whatever is related to your class, final and trial informal. Oh, I'm posting it to 4 different chats in Skype, and go back to the trial, to the major one. So hopefully it is working here. I created a copy of that page on my server. So it is now sitting on portnov.net because I don't know how long it might stay on the Oracle website. So I decided to move it to my page, create a copy on my page, on my on my website. Okay, so guys, you will need to see that. So if you are working out of cell phone, I don't know if you're going to be able to do that, honestly. Okay, so just a picture. It is not exactly a picture, not exactly, but kind of. And what's important, you are not supposed to do any actions on that page. You just look at it. That one is hands-off exercise. It's visual. So you just look at it, and even if you can click or do something, don't click, okay? You are not supposed to click anywhere. Dates are sloppy is not a bug report, okay? Bug report means someone might go and fix it. So there are 11 lines on the page. Well, okay, so we are coming with some bugs already. Good. Okay, yeah. Okay, so guys, and we're gonna have some rules of user interface, which I will introduce you to today. So we have that notepad with my notes. So first of all, okay, we have the tuition link. Then we have that page, the class page link. Then we will talk about the forum. You will write your bug reports on the forum, school forum. So that is the school forum. And when you register at the school forum, it will ask you for some question answers. The question is like, what brought you to that forum? And you will say 4970 El Camino. That is the answer. Unless you come up with that specific answer, it will not allow you to go there. Okay, so that is where you register, because your homework will be about writing bug reports to that specific forum. Let me show you. Okay, here is, I created the topic for you, by the way, so you can post your bug reports here. But if you look at the forum in general, okay, so here is the forum. That is how you go there. Oh, just a second. Forum, Portnov.net. Okay, so you come to that forum, you go to online, that is your online class. And in the online class, you have that topic which I just created for you, September 12, 2023, Tolia bug reports. You can look at the previous class, by the way. So and many other classes. But so guys, be careful, because looking at other students' bug reports, okay, might not be very helpful exercise. So you might learn bad habits. So learn from me, not from somebody else's bug reports. We will do lots of bug reports today. So today is our first day at work. Remember, we're going to see lots of bugs, and we're going to report those bugs under my supervision, obviously. So I will report them for you today. Okay, so here is the file with the notes. So you will register on the forum. It's a part of your homework. So first day at work, we will test that page. And there are a couple of rules which I'm giving you before we begin. There is a book on those rules. Yeah? And I did show you the book. It's right here. Yeah, here is the book. It's a big book. But I am giving you a couple of rules just to use for today. So labels have a colon character, that is colon, at the end. What is a label? A label is an element of user interface which explains the meaning of a box or list box or whatever that control is about. Let's say invoice number is a label to that text field. Okay. Okay. To that text field. Okay. Invoice number is a label. Customer is a label to that list box. Results per page is a label to that drop-down list box. Two is a label to that text field. Okay, and so on. So those are labels, and the rule says each and every label should end up with a colon. Okay, look, here is the colon. Here is the colon. It should. If you go to, let's say, we are in Notepad, and Notepad is a part of Windows operating system. If I go to Edit, let's say Find dialog box, in that dialog box we have Find What is a label to that field, and Find What comes with a colon. Or let's try another dialog box. Let's do Format Font. Okay, Font. Font is a label to that combo box. Font style is a label to that combo box. Size is a label to another combo box. Script is a label to the list box. We will learn the names eventually. We will learn the names for all types of controls, because we have to speak the language of the profession. We have to write bug reports, so we have to know names for everything, and it's a part of what we're going to do today. So I have some terms down there, so we're going to be there. Okay, and so labels labels have a colon, should have a colon at the end, so we'll write a bug report on that. Default values offered if reasonable. What is default value? For example, here is the word reasonable. I just selected the word reasonable. Now I'm saying edit, find. Dialog box opens, and look, it's a miracle. In that dialog box, the word reasonable is already there, you know? If I unselect and just say edit, find, and it is showing the most recent one. Okay, so there are certain rules. So following the rules, dialog box offers us some default values. So it opens with default value. See what I mean? So let's say I select the word left, copy. I say edit, find, delete, left, find next. doesn't find anything, but I was searching for that word, yeah? I was searching. Now, I unselect everything and say edit, find, and the word left is there because that is the most recent word which I searched for. So there are certain rules and of how it decides what kind of default value to offer you. And the rule says default values offered if reasonable. If it makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. Yeah? So when you look at a certain interface, you ask yourself, should it offer some default values? Does it offer default values? If it does offer default values, are they reasonable? So that is another rule. And then one more, disable controls if user cannot use them. Controls are all the things which you manipulate. So buttons, list boxes, combo boxes, check boxes, all that stuff. So all the things which user touches, and manipulates with are called controls altogether. So disable controls if user cannot use them. For example, let me start another Notepad application. Here is a Notepad. There is no text in the text field of the Notepad. And look, if I say edit, I can paste because I did have that stuff, from another application. But for example, delete is disabled, copy is disabled, cut is disabled, replace. Okay. What do you mean replace? Replace what? Millennium. Find, replace. So there is nothing here to replace, So replace should be disabled. Here is the violation of the rule. It says disable control if user cannot use them. So user in that situation cannot. Where is my? Okay. Disable control if user cannot use them. So that is the rule. That is the rule. And we go back to the menu, Notepad menu. Oh, it was another one, yeah? We did have another one. Yeah, clean one. So cut, copy, find, replace should be disabled. But now, let me type something here. Edit. I can find now. So now find is enabled. Find next is enabled. Find previous is enabled. Select all. What if I remove everything? What about select all? It is still enabled. I mean, what can you select here? Nothing. So go to means go to line, whatever line number, line 45. Can I go to line number 45? No, it doesn't exist. So if it is empty, things such as replace and go to and select all should be disabled because user cannot use them. That is the idea. If I type something here, let's say Mike, and select them, select that string. Now, guys, I can cut, I can undo, I can cut, copy, paste, delete, search, find next, replace, so many things. So the outline of menu items being enabled or disabled changes based on which functions are available or not available. I'll give you another one. Let's say edit, find. Okay, we are in the find dialog box. So somehow it wants to search for millennium. It's okay. But then I find next button is enabled. I can push the button and it says cannot find. Okay, but what if the field is empty? Look at that. Find next button is disabled. I cannot push it anymore. So if I type just one character, it is now enabled. See what I mean? That is the implementation of the rule. If you cannot use it, disable it. What if I do file, save as? Save as. There is another dialog box. What if in the file name I delete the file name? There is nothing here. So save button, I expect save button to be disabled because look what happened. I mean, I push that button, nothing happens. And that is a violation of the user interface rules. See what I mean? I can write a bug report right here. I have all the reasons to write a bug report because save button should be disabled. That is the expected result because I know the rules. I gave you the rule, disable controls if user cannot use them. Okay. And then today we talk about tab order. What is tab order? If you have a dialog box, let's take something bigger. Let's say, let's go to font. Okay. We have a dialog box. And at the moment, the input focus means if I start typing, that is where input goes. Okay, input focus. Input focus is in the font field here. What if I do tab on my keyboard? Just tab. It moves to font style. Okay, what if I do one more tab? It goes to size. Okay, what if I do one more tab? It goes here. And I can do, let's say, down arrow. Yeah, see it changes. Cyrillic, Vietnamese, yeah. Okay, good. What if I do another tab? It actually went to the link, to that link, show more fonts. You can see that dotted line around that link. So if I push space key, it will push the link. In one more tab, it goes to OK button. You see it is kind of, it has that blue frame around the button. One more tab, cancel. If button has a, it's called input focus, you know what I can do? I can push a space key on my keyboard and it will push the button. So you don't have to do it with the mouse only. You can push space and it will press the button. Look, boom. Let me release it. Boom. Okay. So tab order. Tab order is the order in which input focus moves from control to control. Order in which it moves. It must be either going left to right, top to bottom, or some logical order. Last name, first name, company, title, blah, blah, blah. So it might not be necessarily going left to right, top to bottom. It might be logical, but either way. So either left to right, top to bottom, or logical. So now, guys, we have 4 rules under the belt, and then we have common sense, okay? And then we have older bugs reported by previous class. I keep them here for the reference, and we will write our own bug reports now. So I will give you 1 minute, okay? 1 minute. Whatever is suspicious, whatever you think is wrong, and tell us in the chat. But we have no idea of accounting, bookkeeping, invoicing, purchasing, all that stuff. So do not tell us anything related to the subject matter. Okay, just the way things look like. Okay, the way things look like. So we are dealing with user interface. That is what we are doing. It is the first day at work. We have no idea what that application is doing, but we can still criticize that application in terms of user interface. So please, and I will look at your suggestions and kind of create bug reports out of them. So you have it on your screen, so you do not depend on my screen, I hope. Let's see. So we have trial chat, final chat. Guys, do not write in the final chat. I mean, the last thing I want you to do right now is to write in the chat. So I will not look at the chat. Well, okay. If you want me to look at what you are writing, don't do it here. Don't do it here. I just sent a link here, but we are not communicating in the chat. Same with trial informal. We do not communicate in trial informal because that one is just for communication in between sessions. Okay, trial. So what do we have? You started earlier, okay. Dates are sloppy. It's not a bug report. Couple of bug reports like that and you lost your job. There are 11 lines on the page, although 10 is selected in the search settings. Okay, makes sense. So let me show you what it is about. So it says results per page. Here, results per page, 10. How many do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so let's report that. And I just want you to kind of get an idea of how bug reports are written. Bug reports for September 12, 2023. Okay. So bug report number 1. So what happened? What happened? What is the mismatch? So bug, software bug, is a mismatch between actual thing and expected thing, or kind of intended thing. So it says 10, but it is 11. So that is a mismatch. And we point to the mismatch. Bug report points to the mismatch. So what we are saying is 11 lines of search results, 11 lines that are given instead of 10 as per. And then we have specific field where it is provided. So results per page. It's called results per page. I will copy the text. Copy. And that is what I do. I will say, instead of 10 as per, I put it in double quotes. Results per page means that is the name of the exact control on my screen. Results per page list box. That is a list box. So I know it's a list box, and you will know later on how to distinguish between list box, combo box, other things there. It's a drop-down list box, to be exact. It's not just list box. It is a drop-down list box. It drops. It doesn't keep the dimensions all the time. So it goes back and forth. Okay, 11 lines of search results are given instead of, are displayed. Okay, I displayed. Let's do it this way. Displayed. Displayed instead of. So mismatch. Bug report points to the mismatch. Good, very good. File save. Guys, I want you to stop for a second and to look at my bug reports. I just want you to tell me if that is something you you understand. It is simple. It is strictly to the point. It's not like an essay, just very short thing which is easy to understand. So that is the style. Eventually, you will develop your own style for writing bug reports. It will happen inevitably. It will happen. But so far, you just learn from me. So pick it up from me. So is it clear? If you have questions about bug report, tell me. Very simple. Good, guys. I mean, honestly, overall, what you see in software testing is kind of simple. At least to start with, it is very simple. It's just about common sense. There are 11 lines on the page. Okay, we just did that. Invoice is spelled incorrectly. There is a special word, misspelled. So instead of saying spelled incorrectly, so you will say the word invoice is misspelled. Let me copy it from here, okay? And we go back to our reports. We go back to our reports. I will say number 2. And here is your report. I will modify that. So to make it a professional grade bug report. So I have no idea what invoice is here. You didn't tell me. You didn't tell me where it is, what it is. Just some invoice, God knows where, is spelled incorrect. So I know where it is. I mean, it's not my first time here, but still, the word invoice is here. It is misspelled. So we have to tell developer where to go and what to fix. Where to go, what to fix. So where is exactly invoice? Invoice is the header of that column, in the table. Okay. Okay. Invoice. Okay. Let's put it that. So first, I have to explain where it is. Okay, I'm here. So I'm saying. Leftmost column header. Leftmost column. Okay, leftmost column. Okay, the one on the left. What to do? Okay, replace. Direct instruction. Replace. And it was uppercase actually. And it was an actual string in the interface. So. And it was misspelled like okay, I is missing. Okay, I is missing. Replace that one with invoice in the column header. Okay. So where is it? Leftmost column, what? Replace invoice with invoice in the column header. Here we deal with certain bug report types. Bug report might point to a problem, say, hey, there is a problem. Or bug report might say, hey, here is the solution. Here is how we exactly fix it. That one is the solution bug report. Solution, it says, do this. The number 1 report says, hey, we've got a problem. So on one hand, the list box says 10. On the other hand, we actually have 11 lines. I'm not telling you how to fix it, but at least we have some inconsistencies. Inconsistency is a big word. The word inconsistency is used a lot in user interface bug reports. Sometimes you don't know what is correct way of dealing with that, but it is not consistent. For example, when we look at the colon or no colon, in the labels here, let's say we don't know the rule. We don't know they have to have a colon. But what we can say, they are not consistent. Some of them do not have a colon, and some of them, namely one, does have a colon. So there is some inconsistency. If I don't know the rule, I will say inconsistency. But I do know the rule, and I will write that bug report differently. I will say okay, in search my invoices section, overall, I'm not going to go field by field by field. I'm not going to do that. It's not a bad idea, but still it's kind of too many bug reports of same kind. So I will say, okay. So where it happened? Search my invoices, oh God, search my invoices section of the screen. Section. Many labels do not have a colon character at the end. Okay, I'm not saying this one and this one and this one and this one. I'm saying, hey, look at that area and make sure it is kind of consistent with the rule. So that is kind of generic one. So I'm saying there is a problem. It's not a solution bug report, basically. It is formulated as a problem. Obviously, the solution is, okay, go and give them that column. But the way it is structured, it is structured as a problem bug report. We've got a problem. Many labels do not have a character. Okay. Guys, just trying to make sure I'm not too fast and you can follow me. Can you follow me? Is it overwhelming? Maybe I'm too fast. No? Okay. 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 Invoice is spelled incorrectly. Okay. You will report lots of things like that in your career. On that page specifically, we have another word which is spelled incorrectly, that rejected thing. Can you see it? So basically, if I take that report, okay, take that one, copy, paste, and I say number 4. So what is the location? The location is, that is the first line in the status column, okay? First row, okay, first row in the status uppercase, it's uppercase, status column. So I will do it slightly different. I will not say replace. I will do it differently. I will say the word, what is that word? Rejected. The word rejected. And I provide the correct spell. The word rejected is misspelled. Okay. Another way, different way of writing pretty much same bug report. Okay. So in first bug report, the word invoice was misspelled. In another bug report, the word rejected was misspelled. But we did those two reports in different formats, kind of. But the problem is pretty much the same. Okay, keep going. Dates are not in order. I have no idea what you mean. I mean, it's not a bug report. It's just kind of an idea of something. Why don't you guys go and do something which I'm not going to do myself, or maybe not capable? There is no button action at row 11. Okay, so you are talking about inconsistency, Alexei. What you are talking about is inconsistency. All 10 rows have that actions button. and row number 11, which is kind of extra row. We do not expect them to be there, and we actually reported that, but it is still there. So let's write a bug report on that and say number 5. Action. I believe it is actions. Yeah, actions button is missing in the row. Let's say number 11. Okay, in the row number 11. I would say inconsistency. What happened? Inconsistency. That is what happened. Inconsistency. So the very fact that the row 11 doesn't have actions button is inconsistent with other 10 rows having that button. So that is inconsistency. You don't know if it belongs there. You don't know if it is needed. God knows it's the first time in your life you look at that whole thing, but obviously all others have it and that one doesn't have it. And we actually requested, basically we requested to remove it. Not directly, but indirectly. We are saying, hey, maybe we don't need that row number 11, but until it is removed, we are saying, okay, just in case, it doesn't have that actions button, which is very decent bug report. Good. Keep looking at your chat. Amount going from lowest to highest rather than highest to lowest, like it is set to amount. Okay. That bug is a little bit more complicated. Let me show you what Tom is talking about. So we have amount column, and that amount column is the one by which the whole table is sorted. And that sorting thing comes with that triangle here. See, look at that triangle. I will give you another example. So here is my file explorer. Yeah, I go to, let's say, some documents. Okay, I have some well, maybe some some documents. Okay. So I have many documents somewhere. Yeah. No, I don't. Desktop documents. It's okay. No, custom instant. Just looking for many files. Download. Okay. Many files. And that kind of table is listed by size. See? And it is listed from bigger values to lower values. Look at the direction of that arrow here. It goes from broad one to narrow one. So if I click on it, now it is sorted. It is sorting the whole thing in opposite direction. But I can sort by type. I can sort by date modified. I can sort by name. So I can sort by different columns, and I can sort in one direction or I can sort in another direction. There are two words here which, let me see if we have them in that file. No? Okay. Those words are ascending order and descending order. Ascending and descending. So descending means from bigger to lower to smaller, bigger to smaller. And ascending is from smaller to larger, to bigger. Okay, bigger. Okay, guys, you tell me, ascending and descending, you tell me that amount column, okay, when you look at that, is it sorted by in ascending order or descending order? Ascending or descending? Tell me. And here is the definition. I'll give it to you one more time. Here is the definition. Okay. Is it sorted in ascending order or descending order? The actual sorting order is ascending or descending? Let's see what you are saying. Ascending, yes, it is. It goes from smaller one to larger one. But, guys, look at that arrow. That arrow points in opposite direction. That arrow says it should be going in descending order. It should be going from larger to smaller. Okay, so it is inconsistent. Okay, so that is why I would write a bug report here. I would say number 6. Inconsistency in sorting order. I will say where, and that is amount. Okay, amount column. Okay. So location, where, amount column. What happened? Inconsistency in sorter order. Okay. The arrow suggests the descending order. Versus actual sorting versus actual ascending order. Okay. It is not my best bug report. I'm just trying to make it shorter. The arrow suggests the descending order versus actual ascending order. Okay, so file, save. We have both words here, descending, ascending. Okay, I will delete it from here. So keep going. Where are the ascending, descending? Very good. Where are we now? Hey. Okay, that one. That is what we just reported. Columns, due date and purchase number need to be swapped. Yes and no. I don't know. We don't know for sure. There are multiple ways of looking at that, so we are not doing it right now. 10 by, in fact, it's 11. We covered that. Page 5 is missing. Okay, page 5. Link to page 5 is missing. Look at that. So it says we have 32 different pages of search results. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Page number 5 is missing. I mean, link to page number 5 is missing. Huh? Wow. Okay. Number 7. Enumeration of search results pages. Okay, pages. It is called pagination, guys. Let's call it pagination. Okay. There is a better word. Pagination. Pagination. Page link, okay, a link to page 5 is missing. Okay, a link to page 5 is missing. That's it. Okay. Good. No control tip text. I don't know what you mean, really. No columns after label. No columns after labels. I have no idea what you're talking about. I mean, really, well, you have to learn how to write bug reports, and that is what we are doing. So we are coming with certain rules. So you have to say where exactly it is and what exactly it is about. So then Yelena comes with pictures. So what does she say? She says, we have invoice dates from June 5th till September 30th, and then we have something which is out of range, out of that range, October 1st. Very good. I mean, she did it in a very nice and very clear way. I mean, brilliant. We still have to put it in a verbal kind of form, but she did it nicely. So she pointed exactly to the mismatch. So what we're gonna do? I will take that invoice which is out of range, October 1st. Okay. Okay, October 1st. Okay, so I would say number 8. October 1st, blah, blah, blah. Invoice dated October 1st, blah, 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 is out of range, specified in what? In where? Specified in invoice date fields. Copy. In invoice date fields. Guys, honestly, I do not have to point to exact range. I mean, I might, but we expect developers to be able to look at that stuff. But still, for the purpose of writing a nice bug report, I will say, okay, and that range is what? That range is okay. I cannot do both. Okay, copy. Okay, I just kind of borrow from the actual interface. It's always more reliable to copy actual values rather than typing them, because when you type, you might make a mistake. Okay, so that is the bug report. Invoice dated October 1st is out of range, specified in invoice date fields. Okay, very good. Very good. So we already reported, 8 bugs in pretty much no time, And so it's not about you reporting, it's about me putting that in writing, Row number 1, the word rejected. We did that. Invoice blah blah blah, there is no action button, we did that. There is no next page button. What do you mean? Who told you we need next page button? I mean, who told you that? I mean, you might say, well, that is a suggestion, but you do not write that as a suggestion. You are writing that like you found a bug, there is no next page button, and it kind of sounds like it should be there, but it's not there. I don't know why you decided it does need that stuff. And honestly, it is out of scope of what we are doing here right now. We are looking at something which is already there, and we are criticizing what is already there rather than coming with suggestions on how to improve that usability stuff and whatever. We might do that when we are working, but it is not the assignment, at the moment. Third time, rejected is spelled wrong. Okay. Amount of the row 7 more than an amount at row 8. Aha. The idea of that bug report is that even though the amount column is sorted, whichever way it is sorted, but that way, that sorting order is broken. Because it goes from smaller to larger, and then 22,409 is larger than 22,376. So basically, what happens, the number 9, so amount column, or let's say sorting order is broken in the amount column. Okay. Then that value copy. That value goes before the next one. Copy. Before that one, not vice versa. Okay. Okay. Good. Okay, let's do number 10, and then we will try to summarize what we have for today. So what do we have is now status needs to be the last column. What the hell means that? Status needs to be the last column. Status. You have no idea what you are talking about, honestly. I mean, and I told you, you do not talk about anything which relies on knowledge of the subject matter. I don't know. I mean, why in the world you have to move that column from one place to another place? We are talking about user interface. We are talking about things which are visual, and I don't know. Results per page 10, 11. Invoice number, not invoice number. Invoice dates or invoice dates, not in order. Due date represents PO number. No action button, no last, blah, 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 blah. Some payment field missed information. What the hell is that? Some payment field missed information. I mean, really, what do you mean? I mean, where should I go and what should I fix? I mean, ask yourself. You are telling me to fix what? Invoice date range of the searching parameters. Invoice date range. So unless you point exactly to where it happened, nobody can fix it. So you are not in business of challenging developers with understanding of what you want to say. I mean, nobody wants that challenge. It's not like they give you money for challenging them in that regards. Purchase order field is empty. What the hell is that? Purchased order field. So what? So what? What, I mean, yeah, everybody knows it's empty. Yeah, we can look at invoice number field is empty. Yeah. We are not searching by purchase order. What's wrong? Look, we are not in garbage business here. See what I mean? It's not about coming up with many things which are useless. I mean, dark gray lines represent different conditions and status. What should I do? Where should I go and what should I fix? See what I mean? It is not related to the business of software testing, because you have to point to a problem, which is first problem, and then it's clear what to fix. Nobody needs that stuff, really. I mean, if you think it's you did a good job, it's not, and you didn't. Just follow me. Just try to understand the logic behind the bug reports which I'm reporting. The amounts are not in order. I have no idea what you mean. There are no dates for the approved payments in the payment column. So what? Who told you there should be dates? Who told you that? You have requirements, what? 422 results do not match with 32 pages. Yes, that is a good one. So it says, showing 422 invoices. So if you have 10 invoices on page, so it's going to be 320. Even if you have 11 invoices on page, so you are looking at 352. But look, I mean, it's not 422, obviously. So let's do it this way. A couple of bugs here. Copy. First of all, I will say replace. I'm sorry. Number 10, I will say replace. Replace showing 422 invoices label with with showing 1 to 10 of 422 invoices. 1 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30, 31 to 40, and so on. Okay, that is how everybody does it. So, okay, and then number 11, 422 invoices cannot be accommodated on 32 pages with 10, let's say, even 11, okay, even 11 invoices per page. Okay, good. Now, guys, let's come up with some rules which we might derive, from 11 reports we already have. Let's take a look at the rules we already created. So, before, point to the mismatch. So, bug report is about mismatch. Bug is a mismatch. So, point to the mismatch. Then, solution bug report versus problem bug report. Which one is better, guys? Can we say that one bug report, let's say solution, is better than a problem bug report? Which bug report is better? No? Nobody says anything? Okay, it's a different class. Okay, May 9. Okay, they might have a class. Okay. September, informal solution. Solution is better. Okay. Solution is better because solution report doesn't require developer to spend time on some extra research. You are coming with something to be done. A problem bug report says, okay, let's go, let's research it, let's find the solution. So spend some time to find the solution versus just coming with that solution, which is, it is nicer, but guys, unless you are 100% sure, 100% sure, okay, let me, must be 100% sure. So unless you are not 100% sure, come up with a problem bug report, no problem. No, I mean, problem bug reports are still very decent bug report. Rule of 3 W's, okay, 3 W's. So it says, bug report is good enough if it provides 3 things. First W, where the problem happened. Then what exactly happened. And then under which circumstances. In user interface, circumstances normally are not a big deal because it's just in front of you. So you don't have to make steps, and then you run into problem. So it's just in front of you. You can look at it. But overall, so what happened, where it happened, under which circumstances, and the order of W's might be different. It really depends on how you feel more comfortable at the moment reporting the bug report. So inconsistency is a very solid reason for a bug report, as I told you before. One bug report for one problem to be verified fixed. Exceptions are possible. Look at that. We just wrote one bug report for adding columns to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different fields. Just one bug report. But normally, one bug to be fixed and verified fixed, one bug report. You do not want to put 2 bug reports in one report, because 2 bugs in one report, because if developer fixes just one bug, so then the question is, what should you do? I mean, you have to probably close that bug report and report the remaining bug again. So for accountability reasons, we prefer to have one bug report per one person. We do not want to put more than one into one bug report, but again, exceptions happen. Whatever common sense is about, guys, you go for common sense. There are no kind of iron-made rules in software testing. Whatever is reasonable, we do it. Okay, any more bug reporting rules? And then just a reminder, what is a software bug? It's a mismatch between expected and actual behavior or look. In our case, it's about look of the application. Mismatch. So we point to the mismatch. Okay, let me remove that one. Okay, that is the invitation to your webinar. Okay, so now let's take a look at common user interface elements so you know how to call them. So control and the method you apply. So let's say if you have a button in user interface, so you push that button. If you have a button on a keyboard key, yeah, it's not called button, it's called keyboard key. What do you do with keyboard key? You do not push it. You press, you release, you hold, you type, okay? But if it is on the in the interface, in the dialog box, you push that button. So when you write up steps, what user should do to get a developer to get to that point. So you say push such and such button. Don't say click button. Click is a method used by a mouse. So click, you can click only with the mouse. And if you click on a button, so then you will push it. If you click on a checkbox, Okay, let's take this one. Let's say edit find. Okay, I have a checkbox. I click on the checkbox, to check it or uncheck it. I click on radio button to select that radio button. See what I mean? Click is how you do that. I can do it with the keyboard. Let's say if I am here in that Millennium, I do tab, okay, and I do space. So I check the box, and I do another tab. It goes down. I do tab. Oh, I'm sorry. I do another space, and I check the box. And I go up, uncheck, go down, uncheck. See what I mean? Mouse is not kind of the only way with which you manipulate the controls. So to push the button, you can either click on that button with the mouse, or you can push, or you can use the space key on the keyboard. Yeah, and so on. So button is to be pushed. Text field. What do you do with text field? You can type in the text field. You can input data. You can input data by typing. You can input data by pasting. So input data means doesn't matter how exactly you did that. Just any way which allows you to put the data, put the data. Okay. Type is a specific way. It's not copy pasting. Yeah, it's just typing. Characters in text field. You can select them. Yeah. You select them. Label. Label is a static control. It doesn't change. So you cannot do anything with label. I mean, you can select label, but still you cannot apply any action to it. Checkbox. You can check, you can uncheck, you can trigger. Trigger means you switch to the opposite state. If it was checked, it will be unchecked. If it was unchecked, it will be checked. Sometimes the instruction is changed to the opposite without specific kind of idea of what exactly it should be. Check, uncheck, trigger. List box. List box is okay. List box. That is drop-down list box. That is drop-down list box. What you have here for fun is called combo box. Combo box is a combination of text field here on the top. It's a text field, and then you have a list box. Combination of text field and list box, and that combination works together. So if you start typing here, let's say T, boom, and the list box is kind of attached to that text field. Then I do, let's say E, it moves to E. Then I do, let's say M, it keeps going. So they are synchronized. So text field and list box are synchronized. But so that one is an example of drop-down list box, and that one is an example of just fixed dimensions list box. And in that specific situation, it is a part of a combo box. Font is a combo box, or combo of text and list box. Okay, I explained. Okay, list box, you select list box item, you select combo box item, you can type into the text field of a combo box. Mouse button, if you have mouse, you can click that mouse button, you can double click, you can press and hold and release, and all of that is about the mouse button. Keyboard key, you can press, release, hold, type. Menu item, you select menu item, so should be or could be selected. Yeah, you can select menu item. You cannot do anything with it. And the proper word is, the proper method is select. Mouse pointer. You navigate mouse pointer over. For example, here I navigate mouse pointer over OK button. I navigate mouse pointer over show more fonts link. Okay, navigate, radio button or option button. You select whatever value is there. Mouse, you can also drag and drop, and you can point. You can point to some, certain thing, or you can drag and drop. You know those controls, you've seen them before, and my job here was to give you the proper method. So if you talk about button, you push the button. If it is a menu item, okay, you select the menu item. And it is a menu item, it's not an option, okay? It's not list box option, it's list box item. It's a combo box item. See what I mean? Item. Some people call it an option, it's not an option, it's an item. So I'm giving you the terminology for bug reports here, guys. That is what I wanted to achieve today. Then, just thinking, should we write more bug reports now? Okay, let me go back to you guys. Are you with me? Means you're not lost, you're okay, yeah? Can we mix solution suggestions and problem suggestions in one report? We do not do suggestions, actually. We are talking about bugs. Suggestion is a different type of situation. Suggestion means there is something which is not a bug, but it is nice to have. For example, there was a suggestion here to have next button. Yeah, instead of us going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, to have next button. So next. That one was a suggestion. So suggestion is about kind of improvements, but it's not about bugs. So can we mix solution bug report and problem bug report? I cannot imagine. I mean, either you are saying we have a problem, or you are saying we have a solution. What happens though, sometimes you point to a problem, but solution is obvious. So basically, in terms of effect, when you point to that problem, the solution is there. You are not saying, hey, here is the solution. For example, you are saying, okay, such and such button is missing. Okay, if button is missing, so just put it back there. I mean, just create that button. So it sounds like a problem, but in essence, it is a solution. So that stuff happens. Where we can find the summary of what different parts in app or website is called. First of all, I just gave you some. Then there is a book which I did show you at the beginning of the class. Here, look at that. Here is the book on usability. That book is published by Uncle Sam, by the way. It's a government book. The website here is usability.gov, and it talks about different things. And at the very end of the book, they have let me see. They have some resources. Just a second. No? Okay, just a second. Okay. So they have certain rules, 400 rules, guys. Appendices, okay. 400 rules of what to look at on a web page, and those rules are sorted by relative importance. Importance 5 is the highest one. So and it points to the chapter. Chapter 1, position 1. Chapter 2, position 3. Chapter 2, position 5. That is the most critical stuff for web test. Okay, up to here, up to 18.1. Okay, and then importance 4, and then importance 4, and then importance 3, and so on. And above that, we have different appendices. Just a second. Yeah, that one is, glossary. It's called glossary. Okay. Above the fold, active voice, applet, banner, auto tabbing, assistive technology, card sorting, destination page, density, data entry field, clickability queue, cognitive walkthrough, connection speed. I mean, look how many. Fold is also one of the elements. Frame, masthead, mouse over, heading. I mean, not too many actually. Paging, page title, plugin, physical consistency, path, performance, objective, scroll bar. Yeah, scroll bar is here. Yeah, that is scroll bar. Okay. So you do have it there. I mean, we might Google for it. We might Google for major, let's say major UI elements, UI most common. Okay, most common UI elements, and then it comes with some, I don't know, 32 UI elements designers need to know. Okay, let's take a look. There are going to be multiple, you know, accordion, bent menu, wow, breadcrumb, button, card, carousel, checkbox. I don't like the fact it is kind of too big. Well, the design of that resource is not what I really like, but 32 elements, user interface elements, every designer should know. Okay, another one, let's take a look. 3 types of elements: input, output, helper. Input, drop downs, combo boxes, buttons, toggles, text fields, date pickers, checkboxes, radio buttons, confirmation dialogues, output elements, notifications, breadcrumb, icon slider. Look, I mean, there are many different places where you can go and search for it. I just gave you the government resource, you know. Complete beginner's guide to UI elements. What the hell is that? Okay, let's take a look. Basic UI input, navigational, informational, containers. Okay, buttons, text fields. I like that one. Images and icons, checkboxes. Okay, radio buttons. I like that one. Yeah, radio buttons, lists and draw down lists. Okay, let's go. Okay, well, toggles. Toggles, okay. Yeah, you can see those. Yeah. Toggles, navigation bar, menus and drop down menu. Guys, we live in the world of information. It's just a matter of you having enough time to go for it and spend time. Yeah. Yes. You can add your solution in the footnote. Footnote of what? I mean, I don't know. When you start working somewhere, guys, you will see how that team or this team, how they do bug reports. You will be surprised with, on one hand, how different it is everywhere, and at the same time, how many similarities are there, no matter where you go. It's like driving a car. You drive one car or another car, and there are differences, but overall, if you know how to drive a car, you can drive any car, basically. So you might need some time to adjust to a new car, which you never drove before, but it's not a big deal. Yeah, it's not a big deal. So Let's see what else we might have. September 12th, informal elements. Okay, guys, so let me give you the homework. Let me give you the homework. So what you do, you have session 2 here. I will replace that May 11 stuff with the one we are doing right now. I just need some time to produce the recording, and I will replace that one. So anytime you want to watch it, it's going to be here, notes and the webinar. So homework. Watch pre-recorded webinar on user interface testing. Watch that one. It comes with some PowerPoint. We explain some rules of user interface testing and that stuff here. Register at school forum so I can give you access. It will go to me. Okay, let me see if anybody registered so far. While we are talking, let me see. Admin. I go there as an admin. It will ask you to provide, 2 people registered. Okay, I go there, say, who is that? Okay, two people. I will say accept all. I will say continue. So now they can go and post on that forum. Just remember, guys, just remember, when you go there, it will ask you, what is your reason for being here? And you have to say 4970 El Camino. Otherwise, it will not allow you to finalize your account. So what you do, you create an account at the school forum, and I will make sure that I authorize your accounts, swiftly. Then you work with Tole and find. I told you guys, I know over 40 bugs there, but at least some. And my kind of focus is not on you finding as many bugs as possible, but even if you find 3 bugs or 5 bugs or 10 bugs, I want you to write bug reports consistent with what I was doing with you today. Consistent with that. So you follow the rule of 3 W's, you follow the rule of being on target, pointing to the mismatch, that kind, Not generic type bug reports which nobody can understand. I want you to produce bug reports which are more professional now, because you have my presentation here and you've seen the examples of bug reports. And actually, you can also look at the bug reports we did last time. Let me go here. It is something we did just for kind of, not September, it's going to be May 9th. Okay. Bug reports. So most of them are pretty much the same. Doesn't matter, actually. Maybe I have to remove them. I don't know. Well, let it be. Let it be. And so you go to the forum and you report your bugs right there. So that is the homework. One more time. You watch the video. You register at the school forum. Otherwise, you won't be able to write bug reports. You search for bugs. Guys, you have time. In between today and Monday, you have like 4 days for that. Then you write, tell me about yourself story. You know what? I will create some place for you there. Just a second. So you do that in a dedicated, place. No, okay, just. So whatever your story is, imagine you come to an interview, guys. Just imagine. You come to an interview and they ask you, tell me about yourself. Okay. September 12th, 2023. Tell me about yourself. Tell me about yourself. Tell me about yourself. Guys, I'm saying, please, no more than no more than 10 sentences. 10 sentences. Okay. No more than 10. We do not want an essay here, okay? No more than 10 sentences. Okay. So, and that is part of your homework, by the way. Yeah, it says, oh, I'm sorry. Where is it? It says here, so tolerate bugs. Then tell me about yourself. Watch that video. It's kind of motivational stuff. Create an account on that website. That is a freelance software testing website. So you can make few bucks, you know, by testing applications for the best companies in the world here. I mean, you will not make thousands. I mean, you might make thousands, but not many thousands. But it will give you a real life experience in testing, and it will give you a few bucks as well. So we will use that in your resume, but most importantly, you will use that knowledge, that skill, that confidence when you start looking for a job. So that is your homework for Monday. So Monday we have session number 3, and in between Monday and Tuesday next week, guys, you would have to finally decide if you join the class. So join the class means you pay the tuition, and when you pay the tuition, we will give you access to the session number 4. Okay. So far we are here in between session 2 and session 3. Session 3 is going to be Monday. Any questions so far? What is that? I do not understand. Usability. Okay. 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 Normally, guys, we do not allow any links here, but that is the link to our resource. It's fine. September trial. Okay. All clear. Okay, guys. So it's my pleasure to entertain you today. And again, it's an honor to be with you, honestly. So you have so many things to be done tonight, and you are still with me, and I really appreciate it. I understand that you might have a genuine interest in doing something with your life, and that is what I've been doing for the last 29 years, you know, helping others to change their career toward software testing, so toward informational technology kind of job market. Okay, so with that said, guys, we are done. Okay, so I'll talk to you Monday next week. I will teach the next class Monday next week. If you have any questions in between, you contact me, you contact Irina on Skype. Skype is our preferred media for communication. Okay, thank you very much, and I'll talk to you on Monday.